And just like that, season 3 was upon us. Okay, so I saw the trailer for season 3 of And Just Like That a little while ago, and I thought, that looks nice. None of the trailers were particularly exciting for any of the seasons. It was just sort of like, we're here and we're in New York and we just, life isn't at all interesting. And I'm like, that didn't really give away any of the stories or anything. It was just, I've noticed the trailers have been very vague. And I sort of thought, I am looking forward to it. I love the first season. I love the second season. I just bought them both on DVD. I actually already had the first season, but I just bought the second season. I'm going to watch them again. I haven't even had time to watch them again. And before I knew it, the new season had premiered. And I should have watched it today because I still had a bunch of data left on my internet. And I was trying to use it up on random movies and stuff. And I didn't realise the series had actually dropped today. But I think they're only dropping episodes, not a whole series. So what I'm going to do, I've sort of just been ignoring it because I sort of knew I was going to wait a couple of weeks and sign up for just 1 month. I think it's with Max. I think Max is now in Australia because it used to be on Stan, I think. But now it's on Max and we can sign up to Max, and it's like, I'm only going to do it for a month, which means I have to wait. If there's only 8 episodes and they're showing probably the 2 in the first one, I'm just going to wait a few weeks and then I should be able to watch the first 4 episodes in a little marathon and then watch episodes 5, 6, 7, 8, each week, and then plan it so my subscription runs out a few days after the last episode, so I can watch the whole season basically in just the 1 month, because I don't want to give them any more than one subscription. Part of me is like, you should show support for the show because they sort of register that you're just signing on for one show and then churning out. But I don't like streaming and I don't need to stream. I have so many DVDs and films, movies and TV shows I haven't watched that I probably will not watch them all before I die. And I'm trying to do that. So I don't really need to stream. It's only if I really can't wait for a show. And even in that case, I can wait a few weeks and sort of watch, catch up and then just watch the last couple of shows week to week and just pay them for 1 month, because I really don't want to pay any of the streaming services and subscribe to them. Just, I just can't. But I'm going to go for you to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of the trailer and the first episode, because everyone's talking about the first episode now. And that's the other thing. I realise I can't really talk. I can't really look at all the conversation because I don't want them to ruin anything. There's some nasty people saying, oh, at least Shaz or whatever's gone. I'm like, she was okay, but yeah, she wasn't really one of the girls. This show is about a bunch of New York girls, friends, and she never would have been one of the girls. So I know they were trying to be diverse, but it was very forced. They needed some pretty lipstick lesbian who would have fit in with the girls, and probably been interested in the girls. That would have worked better. And they really tried too hard. They added too many actors, too many characters to replace Samantha, and it just became difficult because they weren't getting enough time. They didn't have enough time to spend on all the characters, less shows per season, twice as many characters, and something had to give, and they sort of dropped a couple of the characters. And it seems to have been that they've sort of replaced Samantha with 2 characters now, as the way it sort of seems to be playing. So it's not that they just wrote another Samantha. They sort of expanded the group a little bit. But we'll see how that goes in first season. I wasn't really happy with how the second season ended and where it went with oh my god, what's the name of the guy? I forgot the name of the guy. But yeah, so she just seems to be waiting for him, and it's just sort of like, I liked the idea of her just dating again, being an independent woman, having her own sort of business, not sort of relying on, the man, even though she's sort of living on the money that she got from marrying him. But I kind of liked the way the season started. I didn't really like the way it ended. So I wasn't as excited for this season because I don't want to see her just sitting around waiting for what's his name. So hopefully there's more to it than this, and because I never liked the idea that she got married and that she sort of went and did the conventional sort of happily ever after married thing. So when they were talking about killing Big Off in the next movie, I was like, that would be great. Not everyone gets that happy ending, and no one wants that sort of conventional thing anyway. So the idea of her being single again and sort of having to be single at that age, and I thought it was a lot more interesting than her just getting back with what's his name. So hopefully I hope that it doesn't end like that. That isn't the conclusion, isn't like the story for her character, that she just ends up with a man and doing the conventional married wife thing. So we'll see in a few weeks. Then a few more weeks we'll actually know how the season ends, and I'm curious how many they're going to do. Apparently it's been successful, so I can't see why they wouldn't do a fourth or fifth, but it all sort of depends on, I think, each season. You're only as good as your last season, I think, is sort of how it works. But I'm going to go. Feel free to share, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought. I think I already said all that.